Well, the challenge for me personally, since the very first time that I attend this field school, I have this question in my mind that how could we actually identify the elements within the cultural heritage? In terms of tangible, we know it's about material, it's about construction, it's about colors, for example, roof tiles. But for the intangible cultural heritage, it's about people, it's about their way of life, it's about their spirits. There's still too many variables within this knowledge. And that's a challenge. How could you identify the variable? How could you identify the methods to capture the essence of that variable in the field? I think that's a challenge.
I think it's the three parts. The first, I think the challenge is now in the museum, the museum staff can't speak language with the community, the minority. So it's very difficult for they understand each other when they invite some minority to come to museum to practice and to performance. They do not understand each other, and it's very maybe it's a challenge for the first challenge. And I think the second is some minority, they would like to be to live in a modern life. They doesn't want to they do not want to there's a traditional culture because they think it's so poor, and they want to karaoke and modern life, so they do not want to protect about their culture. And the third, I think the challenge is maybe the fund, and it's very difficult to museum to find the fund for protect for safeguard ICX in the minority in the community. Yeah.
To this modern world where everybody, especially the younger lot, think about, they are so materialistic, and they do not want to believe in like intangible things. So they are really looking forward for material things, you know. Then it makes us really difficult to convince them like how important the intangible culture is. So in a way, like because we have had this kind of skills coming from this field school, and it is kind of really promising and looks positive to convince those youngsters in the country, where where we can easily convey them, saying like intangible culture, the impact, the importance. Why we should be like really promoting and preserving the cultural heritage in our own country. So in a way, like the youngsters like feel like they are not really towards these intangible things. So it's quite a bit of challenging though. But because of this field school experience, like we have been able to at least make the awareness in the communities.
First of all, I think that like one of the key principles is to focus on the community, right? To be based on the community, and to successfully safeguard something, you must have the full participation from the people. I mean, the source community. One of the challenges could be that how do you define the community? Because when you talk about the participation, do you include all kinds and all levels of people, or do you only mention about the participation of the leaders or the provincial level of the community? So that could be one of the challenges to safeguard the festival, like to include and redefine the term of participants in that safeguarding process.
I think the most challenge when we work with community to about the issues of intangible cultural heritage is that how to involve the community in the process, and how to keep the energies of safeguarding the intangible cultural heritage within the communities for a long time, even after the project withdraw from the site. And that is the most challenges I think we have to face with?
I have to say in China the most challenging difficulty in safeguarding intangible heritages is the lack of the government, because the government don't pay enough attention to the intangible cultural heritage. And the second one is the lack of the community participation. The last one is the lack of the cultural awareness, because in some communities people don't have the right cultural awareness about their own intangible cultural heritages.